When police in Hong Kong opened a Hello Kitty doll, they didn't find cotton or stuffing. They found a human skull. This chilling discovery in 1999 would shock a city and make one crime infamous worldwide. But to understand how this happened, we need to step back and meet the victim, Fan Man Yi. We're building a community of people who dig deep into true crime cases. If that's you, don't forget to subscribe and leave a like. It helps more people find these stories and it keeps us growing together. Fan was a 23-year-old nightclub hostess living in Hong Kong's bustling Mong Kok district. Life had been hard. She struggled to make ends meet, living paycheck to paycheck in a city where danger often lurked behind neon lights and crowded streets. She was known for her charm, wit, and beauty, traits that allowed her to navigate the nightlife world. But it was also in this world, full of gambling, debt, and shady figures, where her fate would be sealed. By the late 1990s, Hong Kong's nightlife was a place where fortunes could be made and lost, and where debts were sometimes settled in violence. Fan had found herself in trouble, owing money to the wrong people, and this would bring her into contact with the people who would change her life forever.
The perpetrators were three men, Wang Qihang, Peng Xin Yi, and Chan Man Lak, along with a teenage girl. Each of them had a history of crime, from petty theft to more violent acts. They were ruthless, cunning, and opportunistic. Their plan wasn't just about money. It became something far darker. Fan was lured under the pretense of resolving her debts. The men offered a solution to her financial problems, but it was all a trap. Once she entered their apartment in Jim Sha Chiao Chui, the door would close behind her and her life would change forever.
Fan was held captive in a small apartment. Days turned into weeks, and the psychological torment was relentless. The kidnappers controlled every aspect of her life. They restricted her movement, monitored her constantly, and isolated her from any help. They demanded more money from her family, promising to release her if the ransom was paid. But no ransom would come. The men's intentions were cruelly clear. Fan was no longer a person. They saw her as an object to use, punish, and ultimately destroy. She endured unimaginable fear, but in this dark period, she also showed incredible resilience, trying to survive against overwhelming odds. Tragically, Fan did not survive. After weeks of captivity, the kidnappers killed her. In an act that shocked even hardened investigators, they dismembered her body. Pieces of her remains were hidden in various places in the apartment. The most infamous act? The skull and other body parts were stuffed inside a Hello Kitty doll, a grotesque symbol that would forever tie this crime to the world of pop culture. The killers seemed almost casual in their approach, leaving the apartment in a state that indicated they were living alongside their crime, as if nothing had happened.
The crime remained hidden until the teenage accomplice could no longer bear the guilt. She confessed to authorities, exposing the horrors of what had happened. Police were horrified when they arrived at the apartment. The scene was one of chaos and horror. Investigators carefully reconstructed the crime, identifying the skull inside the Hello Kitty doll as Fan's. The case captivated Hong Kong and international media. Newspapers ran headlines describing the shocking method of concealment and the sheer cruelty of the crime. It became a grim symbol of the dangers lurking in the city's nightlife underworld. The three men were arrested and charged. In court, evidence from the teenage girl's testimony, combined with forensic findings, made the case against them overwhelming. Wang Qihang and Peng Xin Yi were sentenced to life imprisonment. The teenage girl, due to her age and cooperation, received a reduced sentence. The Hello Kitty murder left an indelible mark on Hong Kong. Beyond the shock, it raised awareness about the vulnerability of women in the nightlife industry, the dangers of debt and criminal networks, and the psychological depths of human cruelty. Even today, the case is studied in criminology classes and featured in true crime documentaries. It is remembered not just for its brutality, but as a cautionary tale of greed, obsession, and the dark corners of human nature. That was the Hello Kitty murder. Tragic, unforgettable, and still studied to this day. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. And if you found this video insightful, please like and subscribe. Together we'll keep uncovering the stories the world can't forget.